energy only Darren McCarty and Neal Ruhl can give. It's time for Big D Energy, live on Woodward Sports. Join four-time Stanley Cup champion and legendary badass Darren McCarty and the golden voice of Neal Ruhl, Monday through Friday, 11 a.m. to 1 p.m., as they give their takes on all things Detroit sports. The number one midday show in Detroit is on. Welcome to Big D Energy.
Yo, 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 what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Big D Energy.
Oh,
Big
coming
D.
after my NBA coaches. What are we doing? Oh, Mazzy, they got us.
Hey, man.
Mazzy,
baby.
Mazzy, baby,
Mazzy.
they got the wire.
Man.
El Sharpton.
Man, you told me you'd never rat.
He said you'd never rat,
Man,
Maz.
you broke my heart, man.
You went against the family.
My
Man,
name is
you
Neal
went
Ruhl,
against
that
the
guy,
family.
D-Mac, Darren McCarty. Hey, Darren, what's up, man?
What a great way to enter the morning.
Keep your mouth
What's
shut
going
over there. McCarty's always running his mouth all the time.
Oh,
I be
No,
sleeping with the
that's
fish.
one guy that can keep a secret.
We got KG in the building. KG, what's really good?
Not the streets. The streets is in it is not safe on the streets.
streets are in a tizzy.
Hey, somebody check on Malik Beasley, please.
Man's
bro.
in Cuba for
No,
sure.
We ain't heard from him. All right, we got
Might want to lay low for a while.
Spencer Raxter in the building.
Oh, the gabagool. Come, what are you
Okay.
doing?
This is a dream, bro. I'm still asleep right now. What is going on?
All right, get into
gabagool.
get into the Woodward Sports chat thread. You want to skip the line, use the super chat. Go ahead
Oh.
and do that. Let's just
Hide
get
your
into
kids,
it.
hide your wife.
All right, D-Mac.
Yo.
Let's just bring everybody up to speed with what's going on here. All right. The
And here I was ready to talk Pistons.
yes, we were Lucchini in the super chat. I hear Martin Scorsese's working on the script right now.
Oh,
Yes. Okay.
who's playing Chauncey?
All right, here's the deal. Those of you probably all heard something about like what's going on
Yeah,
today.
what exactly
Okay,
is going
here's,
on?
Here's my understanding of it. I listened to the press conference on the way in.
Oh.
There will be no tolerance of Italian criminal enterprise.
Oh,
We brought down the mafia. Like, okay, so here's the deal. The Chauncey Billups thing, for everybody, because I saw on here Phoenix in the chat. You broke my heart, Chauncey.
He's trolling.
Okay.
I promise you, Phoenix is trolling.
Yeah.
Don't,
All right,
don't
look.
fall for it.
The Chauncey Billup thing is separate from the Jonte Porter thing. The Jonte Porter thing is not news.
No.
We knew about this for a long time.
The
We
Rozier
knew about
too, right?
this.
Yeah.
Yes, the Rozier stuff, all that stuff. Not news. We knew about that. He had people that were betting on his props, and it got out, obviously. That's why, like, look, D-Mac, we'll do the moralistic thing first, okay? That's why, like, the legalization of the sports betting is kind of good to some degree. Because as I've told you before, from back when we started, all the point shavings that's gone on throughout time and now into the legalized sports betting day and age, you know who catches that? It's not the FBI.
It's always the
It's
sports
not the
books.
police. It's the people taking the bets. Like, that's why it's good that it's out there in the open, because it gets shut down very quickly. They're like, why is there usually $100,000 in total bet on this Kent State basketball game, and today there's $2.8 million? Well, that's really weird.
That's odd.
Yeah, that's odd.
In my Neal Ruhl voice.
Yeah, like they figure it out. So the Chauncey Billups thing is about poker games, right?
Oh.
Fixed with the mafia. I was
You're
Frank
right.
Sinatra Jr.
yeah, Tom Mazaway's family in Jersey.
Is it so this is strictly about a poker and not about him
The
being
Chauncey
the head
thing.
so that has nothing to do with anything leading into
At this
some
point. At
some
this point.
sport at this point.
From what I've gathered, okay, because I'm like everyone else. Like, I'm looking at the social media stuff. Stephen David rigging poker games with the mob is crazy. Yes, but D-Mac. now I bring D-Mac into the fold. D-Mac, poker games, do these things go on with, like,
What
celebrities
what's
and stuff
today?
like that?
Right, be
Thursday,
careful,
what,
D-Mac.
What area of town?
I'm
would
an
you
East
like?
Sider.
Yes, there's probably the only thing I'm gonna say if you could probably peruse the Utica area
Okay.
for a game tonight.
Shout out Black
They're
Rock.
all over.
Shut up.
They're all over. I played a ton of home games. Now
There you go.
Now maybe back in the day, and here's the whole thing is is what it comes down to. And obviously, if as getting into as intricate as the setup was and the scam, as the allegations to the electronical tables and how they were bringing people in, they were using Chauncey to get people to come in and play, and then they were sort of fleecing them. Well, it just gets me to think they got the wrong guy. Right, they got somebody, and you mentioned this too, and I saw this. This seemed more of a personal
100%.
Personal vendetta from a prosecutor. Right, we didn't see. There's a lot of things that we've seen come up with the, FBI, and you don't see it as personal.
Yeah.
Right, to me, anyways. That's how. This is just my opinion of how I'm seeing it. So, but poker games go on all the time, and usually. The adage is like you should know
when you walk into that
when
room.
you're walking into, you gotta sort of expect somebody's angling something.
No doubt,
right?
No doubt. And like, look,
I'm an earner.
All right.
Woodward Sports chat thread. Jess Bird in the chat. Bada Bing Utica location.
Shout out! Oh, go check out the Bing.
Yeah, the back room of Bada Bing Utica, Utica and Hall Road. Come on. But yeah, no, D-Mac, like.
Oh, you've been there.
The back room.
I've heard about it. I passed by it on the way home.
The dark back room.
Like, how does this come to fruition? Because, there's a movie, Molly's Game. There's like, you hear about you watch it on TV, you watch it on YouTube. There's, games all over. So why wouldn't it continue? But I just wonder, like, why does it come to fruition like this? And why are, like somebody said, now we're arresting NBA coaches. They want you to look over here, but I got my back turned because what's on the other side? Like, what's the bigger picture?
And we won't know. And we'll never know that, obviously. But just for me, D-Mac, poker games and stuff like that have been going on since the beginning of time. They have. And, like, we saw this happen before, and nobody flipped it. Gilbert Arenas had the high-stake games going on. He was running them out of his house.
Yeah, that was about 6 months ago.
Yeah.
He was collecting money in the locker room with the stretch.
Right.
Right. But, what made it illegal for him was they were taking a quote-unquote rake to run the games. The second you take money to have the game, it becomes an illegal poker. You can play poker at home with your friends.
Of course.
But you can't be taking 10% of the pot, for you. Like that's how that works. So, like right now where
it's not for me. It's for the kids. Yes. Gotta give back.
Yeah. BD3 in the super chat. Now busted association. But again, see, like,
shout out.
But D-Mac, like, that's my thing. We didn't learn anything new today.
I'll tell you what, that motherfucker Pablo Torre would have been Michael Jordan's worst nightmare.
I'm trying to tell you, he is a menace. Get him off.
Thank you for bringing that up.
Get him off the street.
But thank you for bringing that up, by the way. Like, I hear all the time, like on Instagram, there's reels about, well, Jordan played a $50,000 golf game and then went and bet Jeremy Roenick $25,000 that he would score over 50 points today, and then he'd go get 54. You know what I'm saying? Like, why? Just keep it on the same for everybody then.
Right.
I saw on Twitter somebody said something along the lines of, well, can Chauncey go play minor league baseball now?
Hey,
there you go.
But
he's got to coach a couple of WNBA games. Then they'll bring him
from what
back.
I've seen so far, though, it's not a sports betting thing with Chauncey. It's separate.
So then that's a question of scruples. That's like that he was involved in, illegal poker. Like, I don't know. It's not as bad as if you're fixing games for your team.
Right.
That's the big thing. Got
more?
The way that they came out on this compared to, and we've seen this since sports betting started. Look at the Ohtani stuff, right, with the MLB, and look at.
Someone asked, does Jonte Porter have an interpreter?
Yeah, that's true.
But you know what? Does
Chauncey have an interpreter?
It's sort of nothing new with this. I would have expected Malik Beasley's name to be involved somehow if they're bringing everybody down for whatever reason.
I know he's sweating his ass off somewhere, bro. That guy Malik Beasley
somewhere hot.
This is crazy. The government literally spun the block on the NBA, man. They bring in the Rozier stuff back up. Beasley is somebody that we got to pay attention to right now. No, it's not, but you don't think it's kind of weird now? Like the FBI got to have, you don't go arresting people unless you have a case.
they're like, this is like setting a precedence or doing whatever, because didn't the FBI come out and say that the NBA lied to them?
Essentially.
That's what I've heard.
Right. So this
before.
is sort of making a statement now.
The NBA cleared their own players first, and they told the government it's good, and apparently they wasn't buying that shit.
Oh.
So
it's good by the league and not by the government.
Yeah. You know, Adam Silva, he's a personal friend of mine. As, you know, I said, hey, Adam, these guys are fine. Let them back in your league.
They're a friend of ours.
Right.
Pete Smith in the Super Chat. One of the great things about being a Tottenham fan is never having to bet on your own team to win a title. Go Spurs, go.
Hey, all right.
Yeah, Pete, you
goddamn
know
right. Shout out Tottenham,
That's
man.
like walking into a poker room.
Right.
You know what you're walking into.
I thought he meant the Spurs, because I'll tell you what, my plus 1,200 Victor Wembanyama to win MVP
Looking great
is
right
down
now.
to plus 500 after one game.
Man had 40 and 15 first game.
Dog.
Oh, yeah, dude. Yeah,
He's an alien.
Yeah.
Dude, that shit last
He
night
stays
that
healthy,
did,
Spenny.
It's going to get bad for the
where
NBA,
he brought
bro.
the ball up the floor.
He blocked it, came up, step back 3 and 1. Like, what? He's 7'8".
He is
like,
about to be a problem.
He was training with Hakeem Olajuwon, Kevin Garnett, and Shaolin monks in the
I knew
offseason,
it
and
was
he
over,
grew
bro.
like 2 inches.
He cut his hair, man.
He grew?
Yeah, he's
Yes.
taller. He's like
Is he
noticeably
filling
taller.
out? Because I always worry about his like knees.
He's been like the amount of like stretching and band work and stuff that he does before every game is he like taught himself how to walk differently so his knees would be fine. Like he's an alien. He's gonna like
He's meditating.
I don't
and
want to
shit.
say he's gonna be the GOAT, but dude's probably gonna be the GOAT. If he plays for
The GOAT of GOATs?
If he plays for 20 years, he'll be the best player in the history of the NBA.
Woodward Sports, at that size with those feet, though, there's no way.
Yeah, there's no way.
it's no way possible.
I mean, Kareem did it. And it's a much less physical league. Like
Woodward Sports chat thread, BD3, Chauncey about to coach in the Big Three. Double G 21. Can he serve his penalties next season? That's what I would do if I were
Yeah,
Chauncey.
right?
I'd serve mine in
Just move
2029.
him. Just move him over.
I mean, you can do that. Tristan, FBI is a criminal organization. They operate with impunity. I mean, I'm
Big
not.
fact.
I'm not. Like,
Nah, fuck
look,
that. Big fact.
It's a fine line to walk today. All right, because like I'm not getting into Epstein file stuff or any of that kind of stuff. All right, I'm not doing that. I'm not
feel
here
you.
for that. It's just I
It's
have
funny. No, I'm talking.
I have a friend of mine here that I do the show with that, right away was able to tell you there are games lined up all over the city still to this day
to this day.
that have been around for 50 years. That the poker game, like the poker game stuff. Am I crazy that it
Hey,
doesn't
I'll tell you
bother
what,
me?
No,
my-
it doesn't bother me either.
Doesn't
If
bother
that's
me at
what it
all.
is. It's more of where you like, yeah, you shouldn't. I wouldn't advise doing that.
Yeah, correct.
Right.
Like not doing like in a game for anybody that you feel comfortable in. Or
You and I think you and I are kind of in lockstep. Just we're not reporting this. It's just D-Mac's been around the block before.
With my time at Andiamo, I might have seen some things.
Yeah.
I might have
you
served some
definitely seen
drinks.
some
What
things.
are we
And
talking
you kept
about?
your mouth shut is
Kept
what
my
you
mouth
did.
shut. They slipped me a couple hundreds under the table. I kept my mouth shut.
No, but
Shout out
it
to
just-
Tocos.
This reeks of the wrong person got.
Pretty much.
The wrong because as D-Mac said, and that was I was
Somebody
looking for a way to
snitched.
verbalize it.
Al Sharpton.
Right, it could have been Al, bro. It could have been Al.
It's so funny that Al Sharpton.
Don't do this to me 14 minutes.
He's an
in. If
informant,
it were like
man.
12:54, you could do it.
Neal,
Don't do
I
it to
never
me
I never trusted that brother. I'm just gonna let fat
on,
Al or skinny Al.
Come
I
on,
never
please.
trusted him.
Please stop, please.
Skinny Al is definitely
I've
less
never asked you.
trustworthy.
Oh, yeah.
I've never asked you guys for anything. Please stop.
Okay.
Please.
speaking of Al, you can go to BlackRock.
Yeah, you can go to BlackRock.
Elite.
Shout out BlackRock. Speaking of things that
my
you
God.
can do in Utica, go to BlackRock.
In that back room of BlackRock.
You lose some money, you win some money. It doesn't matter. BlackRock got you covered. $19.99 steak and lobster. You could be losing all night at the tables and go to BlackRock and get steak and lobster tail for $20.
Hey, get lobster and a royal flush right
you
there
go.
at BlackRock.
Braylon's meat on the
Braylon's
menu. Make sure you guys check it out at BlackRock, BlackRockRestaurants.com. Find one near you. Neal, tell us about a nice family business that's not for laundering money. It's Sharon's Heating and Air Conditioning. They're a family. Keep it in the family.
Neal Ruhl here for Sharon's Heating and Air Conditioning, family owned and operated since 1981. They're not your cousin's friend, all right? Like, they're going to get out there, they're going to handle it.
They keep you quiet.
Yeah, listen.
Very discreet.
If you're a DTE gas customer, you can get with Sharon's Heating and Air Conditioning. They can get you a free furnace tune-up. Scan the QR code for more information.
They might do
that.
concrete pours, too. You never know.
It's cold out there. It's a lot harder to dig up the ground these days because the air's a lot colder. But anyway, though, is your furnace ready to rock? Get Sharon's Heating and Air Conditioning out to your home. They can make sure everything is good to go. They also do whole home generators, water heaters. Your comfort is our business, everyone. Sharon's Heating and Air Conditioning since 1981.
Why do we fight? We fight to protect the innocent, to hold the powerful accountable, to bring the oppressors to justice. Why do we fight? We fight to secure and preserve our civil liberties, to get each and every one of our clients the justice they deserve, and to make the lives of real people just like you whole again. ThenFights.com.
Neal Ruhl here for Planet Fitness, the very best gym in the gym game. I've been a member there going on 4 years. I'll never be a member at another gym as long as Planet Fitness is around. There's over 50 Metro Detroit locations. I got parent-teacher conferences today, so I'll be going to a Planet Fitness I don't usually go to, but it's a mile from my child's school. So right there, boom, handle the parent-teacher conference, get the workout in, circle back home, get dinner going. That's the way it works with Planet Fitness. Black Card still just $24.99 a month. It's one of the best deals going in American consumerism. You say you want to get in shape, stop talking about it, go be about it. Go to planetfitness.com or just walk in the door. Planet Fitness, don't pay more money to lift the same weights. All right, off and running here, Big D Energy, Woodward Sports Network. Neal Ruhl, Darren McCarty, KG, Spencer Raxter, all of you in the Woodward Sports chat thread. Obviously talking about, the news, the FBI came out. They just gave a press conference. Chauncey Billups allegedly involved with, quote, rigged poker games in a whole, setup where they would get people to come in to play in these games, and they would kind of bust them out, allegedly. So not betting. There has been, from my understanding, there's been no sports betting implications on Chauncey Billups. I just want to put that out there. They brought up some old stuff with Terry Rozier that we already knew about. I don't think that the NBA is, quote, rocked to its core, or the NBA is going to, quote...
You sure? Their luck has run out?
Yeah.
It's shaking the foundation of the league?
Right.
Yeah, it's nothing that we haven't known already.
You can bet on that.
And you can bet on it. BD3, who's worse, NFL reps or the grandpa from Charlie and the Chocolate Factory? Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. He's worse than any of these characters.
Still, but
Grandpa Joe's a scumbag.
they're in the same place.
Absolute scumbag. Dev Sauce 2 with a Hall of Fame super chat. I think Birdman might have been the sleeper agent in the poker game.
Oh.
He was staring Chauncey down the whole time.
Yeah, no, you might be on to something.
Where was he? Was he also in Miami, Las Vegas, Manhattan, the Hamptons?
He could have been.
We don't know.
Yeah.
Check the Birdman's travel manifesto.
I think that the whole thing is okay, it's not a big deal when it comes to affecting the sport, right? Unless we find out things that maybe he was into them and his team being the coach, it affected betting, stuff to come out later down the road. But if it's just the poker game that he was, like I said before, that's just might change your, opinion of, morals or something like
Right.
that. But it doesn't really it's really nothing compared to other things that I've seen come out that get no resolution.
Woodward Sports chat thread, Devin. So this was out about Billups before today. No, the Billups thing popped today. He got arrested this morning by the FBI. But it was put out there today. His involvement is with high-stakes poker games.
But the Rozier and the
Rozier, the Jonte Porter stuff that the FBI referenced, we've been knowing that.
It's the same as like we know about Beasley when we're waiting to hear
the same as we know
whatever.
about the Iowa State football players and all of that. Like again,
murder?
I keep hearing Mike G. Grandpa Joe had a card game in the fizzy lifting room. That's pretty good, Mike G. I like that one. But no, it's just Cody Ingle, because people keep talking about Malik Beasley, and he said an NBA investigation of free agent Malik Beasley, a previous target of a federal gambling league investigation, didn't find anything per Pablo Torre. Correct. We knew that as well.
Yeah.
However,
they arresting brothers right now, so it's up for him right now.
you know what I'm
Malik
saying?
Beasley, hide wherever you are. Just hide somewhere.
All right, we shout out Trev. He just sent me the video of the FBI talking about.
Oh yeah,
Chauncey. Let me get this up real quick.
No. I can't wait for this.
Oh yeah.
I'm sure this will be of the utmost journalistic integrity.
It actually. Here's what they said.
Okay.
The second indictment involves 31 defendants alleged to have participated in a nationwide scheme to rig illegal poker games. These defendants, which include former professional athletes, used high-tech cheating technology to steal millions of dollars from victims in underground poker games that were secretly fixed. The games in the New York area were backed by the Bonanno, Gambino, and Genovese crime families of La Cosa Nostra. But my message to the defendants who've been rounded up today is this. Your winning streak has ended. Your luck has run out. Violating the law is a losing proposition, and you can bet on that. Beginning as early as 2019, the defendants in this case orchestrated a scheme to use wireless cheating technology to run rigged poker games across the United States. The scheme targeted victims known as, quote, fish, who were often lured to participate in these rigged games by the chance to play alongside former professional athletes who were known as, quote, face cards. The so-called face cards included the defendant Chauncey Billups, who at the time of the scheme was a former NBA player and is currently the head coach of the Portland Trailblazers.
So there it is.
Murder.
That's Cash Patel right there that was talking.
That was
the New York prosecutor.
Oh, is that who that was?
Yeah,
okay,
no.
I couldn't keep them all straight. But
that's not
Cobzilla, the puns are intense.
Shout out Fish.
Yeah.
Those
were so corny.
It's true though.
Your luck ran out.
That's what they
Made
call
for
it,
New
fish.
York newspaper.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was definitely cutting. Like D-Mac said, he was cutting a promo.
That was cheesy, like 80s promo.
Well, you told them they need to go to the.
Come to the Grind Time Wrestling Academy.
We'll teach you how to cut a
Teach
promo.
you how to cut a real promo.
There you go.
Yeah, I would have liked to see that. Pete Smith, Gary Payton's taking notes. That's how you stop Chauncey Billups. I'll say this.
Cash Patel on lockdown.
Right.
People have been on their game today.
No,
in
great.
In chat threads, on social media. It's been pretty funny. It's just.
Hey, you know what the most interesting fact to me? Okay, the 3 of the 5
crime
families that we've all known about since 70s, 80s. They're still running. They're still operating.
That's odd.
Right.
I was told it was over.
Yeah.
Didn't we bust them like 30 years ago or whatever?
Who
it
told
was?
you that?
That's really weird. Was I lied to?
Yeah, you were lied to for sure.
Okay. Yeah, it seems that way. Thomas Perry. Oh, hell, I might be a big D energy fish. You might be, Thomas.
You might be?
Yeah, you might be.
D-Mac's the face card for sure.
No, D-Mac is a face card. Most definitely.
D-Mac is he is the face card of Woodward Sports.
Oh,
Yeah,
absolutely.
man.
Like
Him and
100%.
Braylon, yeah.
You know? Yeah, absolutely you are. But no, I don't. DNC ENT. Damon Jones tried to profit off inside information about LeBron's ankle injury in 2023 before it became public per FBI documents. There's the Lakers insider. What's the Blazers connection? Well, the stuff will come out. All I'm saying, though, as of right now, DNCNT, is as it sits now, the Chauncey Billups thing is a poker thing that is separate from sports betting. What I don't get about this, though, D-Mac, here's what I don't get. If you look at the people involved, like Terry Rozier, on a basically $100 million contract, $96 million or something like that. I get the why. Like, I get the why. And this is where, D-Mac, they've talked about this with Michael Jordan for a long time. They've talked about this in general with athletes and the betting thing. They're like, how can you do it? It is about, like, you guys have a wire with your competitiveness.
It's an intensity and an adrenaline and a different thing like that at a different level. I mean, I went through the gambling thing.
Yeah.
I mean, I've blown over $1 million and stuff like that, Vegas and stuff, casino gambling and different things like that. You know, I don't sports bet anymore. Like I always say, I got all the T-shirts, so I've been through them or whatever.
Yeah.
But I understand that, and it's an adrenaline thing at the highest level. You know, it's like push, and it's the same thing. It's like, you know, more money, more opportunities, more problems, right? And stuff like. Also, I was interested. Didn't he say there was like 3 faces?
He did. He said there's multiple.
And we've only heard about one.
The brother.
So far, right?
Yeah, so far. So,
but I mean,
I bet Randy Johnson was in there somewhere.
They ain't gonna plaster his face on the TV.
why?
I think we know.
I just wanted you to tell me why.
Right. I ain't gonna say too much, you know. Black Vans might be
Because he's a
outside.
lefty. Because he's a lefty.
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
Because he's a
lefty,
lefty.
yeah.
Clearly.
yeah, absolutely.
We should do a draft of who we think the other 2 face cards are.
Ooh, that'd be good.
Woodward Sports chat thread.
I got David Beckham and Randy Johnson.
Ooh, long shots.
Yeah.
Mike G, never trust the Indian dude on the phone saying you owe him $8,000 of back taxes. I'm just saying. Yes, be careful when you walk in a poker room, and be careful when someone's on the phone saying that you owe back taxes.
Yep.
Those are the 2 things.
And remember,
That's
we don't
pretty
have
good
tolls in Michigan.
Yeah, no tolls in Michigan.
Yeah, that's my favorite.
Those stopped.
Right.
Yeah.
Those stopped. They were hammered for like 2 months.
Haven't got him in a while. Yeah.
I only see. You know what's odd about the toll thing? I always seem to get them like when I just traveled somewhere where there was tolls.
Yeah.
Like Pennsylvania,
You were
Florida,
in Chicago or something.
It's really weird, man. Fletch lives daily. I'm so disappointed in our guy Chauncey.
Wait. Whoa.
What?
Some breaking news here. Allegedly, Jonathan Smith, coach of the Michigan State Spartans football team, was one of the face cards, but nobody showed up because nobody wanted to get in the room with that guy. So
the mob went 0-11.
Yeah,
the card game, and he was the face.
Allegedly.
I know. Yep. That's why they keep Sharon around,
Yeah,
right? Because he's
man.
11-7.
I know you keep trying to implicate my man's here. I need you to chill out, man.
Do Jonathan Smith next.
Allegedly.
But no, D-Mac, like, I know the why. I do. For what? And, like, you can't bet enough money on a prop bet. Like, this is why I can't relate, and I am looking forward one day to have somebody sit down and explain it. And you said,
and that's one thing that, so back when 20 years ago when we were betting heavy and stuff like that, we weren't prop betting.
No, you had to
betting the lines, or you're betting, parlays or stuff like that. So right now, like the conversation about what has it done to sports, right? The fantasy and everything else, where it's now all about players, and we talk about it, when we're talking about David Montgomery, and forget all your fantasy points about winning. But it brings up a great point and a great conversation, because there's been little hiccups and bumps in every league.
Yeah, and I want to talk about that. I want to take the break, and I want to, because let's do the sports book talk.
I mean, what did you expect? I mean, we were always going to get here.
And you should always go to Jack's Car Wash to get your car wash. If you've never been before,
It was always going to be a wash.
It was always going to be a wash. Brought to you by Jack's Car Wash. They should
They should
Oh
sponsor
my
that
God,
segment.
Brendan.
Yeah.
We're missing out one. But anyway, Jack's Car Wash. Get a free Jack's Car Wash. Text WSN to 888-522-1729. And you can get a free Jack's Car Wash. Try it out for yourself. There's over 40-plus locations around Michigan. I'm looking at one right outside the window. It's literally like 60 yards from here. But you guys can get in there, give it a shot for yourself. Go to jackscarwash.com. If you wash your car twice a month, go to Jack's Car Wash right now and look at their subscription plan options. You can go get your car wash as many times as you want every month for right around the cost of 2 car washes per month. They all come with the free vacuums, the free compressed air, the mat cleaning rooms, and their signature hand towel drying service. Go to jackscarwash.com.
And let me tell you about Wicked Pickle. Listen, no shady deals under the table at Wicked Pickle.
You sure?
Everything's up to par. What are we talking about? You want to lose your money, you come bet against me and Chris Draper for the Woodward Sports Pickleball Party. He's the face card. I'm the earner. Listen, Wicked Pickle. Hit them up, wickedpickle.mi in Westland. 10 climate-controlled courts. You don't got to worry about the wind. You don't got to worry about the feds. It's just Wicked Pickle. Good old-fashioned fun. What
Nice,
are we
clean
talking about?
Walk into any Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men today. Open 7 days a week. Sit back, relax, and enjoy precision haircut, scalp massage, hot leather neck shave, and hot towel treatment from one of our talented stylists. Step up your game this season and take advantage of our $20 haircut special. Scan the QR code and get your coupon today. Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men, the ultimate haircut experience. Open 7 days a week. Walk-ins always welcome. Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men. It's wicked awesome.
Check this out. The brand new model year has arrived at Feldman Chevrolet, and nobody has more inventory. That's why we're Michigan's #1 Chevy dealer. With the biggest selection at the lowest prices, there's never been a better time to check us out. Check out this 2026 Silverado for just $179 a month, or this 2026 Equinox for just $229 a month. So check us out, because around here, it's fun being #1.
Is that an octopus in your pants, or are you just happy to see me? See what I did there? Go Red Wings! From Octopi Experts Woodward Sports.
Neal Ruhl here for Art and Jakes. Don't forget, Art and Jakes in Lansing this Saturday, as a matter of fact. Woodward Sports will be out there, and they'll be having the College Football Live show that we do here for Woodward Sports. So make sure you head on out to the Art and Jakes location.
Pre-watch
in
and post.
Lansing. Pre-game show, watch party, post-game show, all out there for the Michigan State game. Spencer Raxter might be known to be located
Me
out
and Nick are going to fight in the parking lot. Probably.
All right.
Say.
Ew.
Oh!
Ew, Spenny, you see the odds in that fight.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're minus 200.
Hey.
Come here and talk to me for a second.
Not low enough.
Yeah. No, but anyway, though, Art and Jakes, man, one of the best sports bars going. Over 80 wall-to-wall televisions. Great menu as well. They got all the wings and the smash burgers and all that kind of stuff, but they also got, the shrimp tacos and all that stuff if you want to be a little more upscale, because it is a sports bar setting with a fine dining flavor. It is Art and Jakes. All right, keeping it pushing, Big D Energy, Woodward Sports Network, Neal Ruhl, Darren McCarty, of course, KG, Spencer Raxter. And, we were talking about it. We kind of brought everybody up to speed with what's going on. Don't forget, you can catch the podcast of the show if you like rewind and fast forward. If you're listening, if you're out walking or whatever, you can go ahead and do it that way. DNC ENT, the Rozier stuff is the opposite of competitiveness. Leaving a game after 9 minutes and cashing under, what about that is competitive? No, DNC ENT, I'm talking about the rush that athletes get from betting. And, D-Mac, I would imagine that that's probably one of the few things that can recreate an overtime game or something like that. You know what I'm saying? Like in
the adrenaline of playoff hockey,
yes.
or where it really matters at the highest in front of everybody. I mean, there's one of the things that get the juices flowing, and different guys have different ways to do that. That's that's human nature.
Yeah, 100%. DNCNT, the Rozier thing is what I wanted to tackle next. Like you have a $96 million contract, right? How much are you going to make betting a prop? 50 grand, 75. That's a game check for you, man. Like I don't get it. And my guess would be that, you tell your guys, your boys or something like that, like this is how this is going to go down, and it kind of snowballs and gets away from you. Like I do understand that, but like I just don't. I don't get it, man. I don't. Like, it's never going to end well. So, yeah, Terry Rozier has a 4-year, $96.2 million contract.
Did you see, I sent you both, our buddy, Joe, if you follow Joe Pompliano, right, who's pretty dialed in, he goes through about 15 checkpoint highlights and, being involved in the mafia. It's illegal gambling and sports rigging operations spanned years across 11 states, 30 individuals. 13 of them are mafia members. 2 cases are separate, but there are 3 overlapping defendants, including former NBA player and coach Damon Jones. So it goes in to say that they a defendant at gunpoint to get a legal shuffling machine, Operation Royal Flush, Operation Nothing But Net. One victim lost $1.8 million. It says the SBA has been working on this investigation for 4 years, with victims losing at least $7 million.
Damn.
So,
there's
a lot of different.
Was it Frank Sinatra Jr.?
Yeah. Well, hey. So, teams that were bet on during the sports gambling scheme include the Charlotte Hornets, Portland Trailblazers, Los Angeles Lakers, and Toronto Raptors. So I mean, there's
a lot more.
There's a lot more that's coming.
Deeper.
Coming out, and I think what we see, it's intertwined.
Yeah.
Right, and the big thing, wire fraud, the game, the stuff. So it's not just the poker game, right? Which I don't have a problem with if playing poker in that, but it's like now you're getting into all the other illegal activities.
and like they were talking about, crypto fraud, laundering money through crypto and stuff like that. Look,
that
people affect crypto markets every single day through social media. Prominent people in this country.
It's
do
unregulated.
Often.
Of course they do.
Yeah. It's almost like a cafeteria thing where I'm gonna have to pick and choose what you're upset about, because that stuff goes on out in the open
every day,
and no one cares then. So why do they care now? You know what I mean? It's just, but it goes back to, and I did want to have the discussion about the sports books thing, right? Where, look, full disclosure, Caesar Sportsbook is the official sportsbook of Woodward Sports.
Shout out.
They are. Shout out to them. It just goes back to DMAC, and I hear everybody shocked and outraged about it, and it's just, people make their choices in life. They do. For all the outrage crowd, I won't understand it, because your choices are up to you. You make your choices. There are vices everywhere, right?
Yes, sir.
For whatever reason, and we know the reasons why. It's just, you have to understand how things come to be in life. I think everybody knows, but sometimes the way we react to things, maybe there's a segment of people that don't know. Things get lobbied. Things get approved. And when I say lobbied, I mean paid money to be brought into existence. Then they happen. And there's always going to be an underbelly, and it's always going to affect certain people. It just always is. You make your own choices in life, DMAC. It's just, I, to be honest with you, I'm kind of glad if you put everything out into the open, then you're going to get caught. It's all going to come to light. That's, to me, there's a certain part of it where I'm glad that it's all out there in the open.
Well,
for real.
The biggest surprise are things that, obviously the details of the case, but the fact that they're talking about this has been an investigation for up to 4 years.
Right.
Where that has started, which tells me there's a lot more to come out. Yeah. And I guess
and
maybe
they starting to make arrests now. So, they got a solid enough case to go out and start arresting people. This is crazy.
Yeah, no doubt.
The day the Louvre gets hit, too, huh?
Maybe
the mob leaked some information.
Distraction
from them hitting the Louvre and stealing all the
art.
Because
$100 million versus the
1.8 million or whatever it is. No, you're right. I just, what got stolen from the Louvre?
I don't know.
100 million worth of diamond or the jewels.
Come on, diamond thieves.
You know what I never understood about that? Okay, so you stole it. Now what?
You got to fence it, as they say.
Yeah, how are you going to monetize
You
it?
can't sell it. It's hot
You got to fence it.
But now you're good on gifts for your wife for the next 50 years. Right.
She's just rocking that bling out.
Donovan Strong. And Donovan, like, look, in the super chat, this is, for me, this is a valid question. How are they victims if they chose to risk $1 million+? Like, when you walk into a poker room, D-Mac and I were talking about this before we came on the show, you have to assume that everybody in that room is against you. Because they are. Because money's on the line. Danny G.
There's always a buyer.
Sports betting sucks ass. It's ruining the sports. Steve O'Baby. Neal, when someone asks me how I feel about a subject, all I will say it's beyond my control what they do because I'm not them. And that, Steve, that's where I am too. Danny G, bringing in a section of fans who only care about sports bets hitting. And I'll say this too, and I've been kind of vigilant about this because my kids are teenagers. My son's a freshman in college. My middle son is 16. And that's the content, like on Instagram, that's hot. What do you see? Like a screenshot of a huge parlay that hit.
Sir.
They know way more about sports betting than they do about sports. Like the contracts, where the athletes are, all that stuff. And it is concerning to me. And they do think like this is like a way to get rich, you know, which there's only one person. Remember this, guys, in all this. There's only one person or group of people that get rich in sports betting. It's fun. Like, you know, if I'm at a fight, you know, or I go to the horse track, like I like betting on the horse track.
Of course.
I'm not going to supplement and feed my family by going to the horse track.
Right.
But it is fun to drop $50 or $100 with the night at the track and have some drinks and stuff like that. And I'm an adult. I make that choice. And I also make the choice when I've lost my $50 or $100, like, no, that's it. But hey, man, it was fun. I almost won that one race, you know, like it was worth the entertainment. It just, you got to remember that, man. Blimpy, they're probably not going to mention the sports tinkering too much because the bettors could possibly sue. And like, yeah, maybe, and like, look, as we sit now, this is what we know. Phoenix Sundust, come on, Neal, there's a world out there where those jewels are getting bought before they were stolen. No, Phoenix, I know that. Like, I understand that. I'm just saying, then what? Okay, you buy the jewels, then what? Like,
Then
maybe
you have jewels in your house.
okay.
What else what do you do with
Right.
art in general?
Right.
Hanging on the wall.
I mean, yeah, like, I guess.
Hot merchandise.
Yeah. I just got to know, like, the people in the Louvre, did they use the spray to see, like, where the lasers are?
Right.
And then they, like, contort their bodies to, like, go over the
Yeah,
laser
right.
like that? And then
They come down on the little wire.
Yeah.
Like Mission Impossible.
And, like, did they, like, where the jewels were sitting on that button, did they, like, tip the jewels but then use something to keep the button down when they lifted the jewels off?
No, it was in a glass case, and they used a glass cutter to, you know, get in there.
Is that what they did?
Yeah.
With a silencer on it?
Right, right.
Okay.
Dun, 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 dun.
Yeah. This jewel, the thieves stole jewels belonging to Napoleon and Louis the 14th before that. Okay. Left Coast X-Rated poker table. I would have never thought those even existed.
No, but think about it. With
Austin Powers,
We're
when he
in-
was at the casino,
Yeah,
showed
come
you
on.
this.
We're
no,
in
but think about it
2025.
with the way if you watch any poker show where they show you the hole cards. So there's got to be advanced technology to be able to do that all the time to whoever's sitting there.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, it just makes sense.
Right. No doubt. So, all right. It's all out there for everybody. BD3, top 5 dental procedures. Well, there's only like 5, you know? So that's, I don't think that one would work. So, all right, we've kind of beaten that one into the ground. So let's get into some Lion stuff then, shall we?
I guess.
I got Michigan State stuff for you guys.
The bigger story is they moved Thanksgiving to 1 o'clock. Not for it.
What do you mean?
The Thanksgiving game for the Lions. 1 o'clock.
Oh, off 12:30?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Okay.
What? Why is that a big thing? I think it's
Because
actually
it's
better.
tradition, Neal.
Are people upset about that?
No, not for real.
Okay. I was going to say, dude.
You know what else is tradition? Let's talk about something that takes your chill game to a championship level. That'd be Gold Crown. You know the slogan, smoke like royalty. Gold Crown is a Michigan brand through and through with some of the finest cannabis products in the state. Whether it's their Crown Jewels gummies, packed with flavor and effects that'll keep you vibing, or their infused Jester pre-rolls that hit harder than a Lions linebacker. Gold Crown is all about giving you top shelf quality without the royal price tag. All rise for the reign of royal highs, only with Gold Crown.
How do people feel about getting a Planet Fitness membership for $15 a month? How do they like working out in the clean and spacious gym that's filled with equipment for every workout? And how about free fitness training in the judgment-free zone that leaves them feeling energized all day long? Join Planet Fitness today with the free PF app, online or in club, and start getting that big fitness energy for $15 a month.
You heard about me, word of mouth. Now soak it in, baby, and check me out.
Check this out. The brand new model year has arrived at Feldman Chevrolet, and nobody has more inventory. That's why we're Michigan's #1 Chevy dealer. With the biggest selection at the lowest prices, there's never been a better time to check us out. Check out this 2026 Silverado for just $179 a month, or this 2026 Equinox for just $229 a month. So check us out, because around here, it's fun being #1.
We don't like to brag that we are the toughest sports network in Detroit, but we do have a guy named Darren McCarty on our side. Woodward Sports.
Walk in at any Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men today. Open 7 days a week. Sit back, relax, and enjoy a haircut, scalp massage, hot lather, neck shave, and hot towel treatment from one of our talented stylists. Take advantage of the $20 haircut special. Just scan the QR code and get your coupon today. Open 7 days a week. Walk-ins are always welcome. Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men. It's wicked awesome.
All right, Big D Energy, Woodward Sports Network, Neal, Ruhl, Darren McCarty, KG, Spencer Raxter. It was a tough night in Detroit sports last night, by the way. I was able to, after I got out of the Oakland game, I was able to watch the fourth quarter of the Pistons-Bulls game. And, look, they obviously, I didn't see the first 3 quarters, but the percentages tell me they didn't play well. You guys did the watch party.
Yep, shout out.
Here's what I did like. It didn't seem like they flipped the switch in the fourth quarter.
No, absolutely.
Like, all right, let's cut the ish.
And Ron Holland took over the third quarter. You missed a masterclass by him.
And I saw it in the fourth quarter. He had that little 5-point run, that he had.
He was nice.
Spenny may be onto it, man, about him taking a leap.
He's a stud.
Yeah, dude,
he looks way more confident this year. I love it.
Yeah, I'm intrigued. I know it was a tough. I'm sad that they lost the game, because that was a game that, when you're a favorite on the road, you got to cash those road wins in, man.
They did it to themselves.
So close. The replay doesn't, the way that the ball got called for the foul, but it was out of bounds.
Man. The
15
officiating
seconds
was bullshit.
Yeah.
But,
well, you can't put yourself in that spot.
No, you can't.
And
they shot themselves in the foot, for
Beef
sure.
Stew came out on fire, too.
Yeah. I did and just listening to Bickerstaff's comments after the game, it's kind of confirmed what I thought. He just said something along the lines of, we waited until the fourth quarter to get our defensive act together.
To show effort. That was they didn't show enough effort in the first half.
So one of 81 or 82, I always get them in the NHL confused. Yeah. It's tough, obviously.
Aren't they 84?
What's that?
Aren't NBA 84?
No, 82.
82.
Oh, they're both 82?
Yeah. I think the NHL will be 84 soon, right?
Okay.
Yeah, they're going to cut the
82
preseason
right
games. They are right now, yeah. So, that sucks. I wish they would have got that one just to keep the mo going, and everybody's. Were people crashing out?
Yes. It looked like the Lions' first drive in our chat for a good portion of the game. So
take me through that. What did it look like?
I mean, a lot of people was like, well, Duncan Robinson, for one, had a horrible night.
You
already know big free agent pickup. People were shitting on Duncan. They don't want to see any more of this man. He's going to have nights like that, but he's also going to have nights where he's 6 of 9 from 3, and you're going to love him.
The way shooters work.
Exactly.
They don't go 4.1 for 10 when they're a 41% 3-point shooter.
No, that's a fact. People were, of course, talking about K just not being aggressive enough at times. Darren, he had good moments, but overall, just you wanted him to play better as well. But it was just a lot of the same. People doubting Cade, and of course, like I said, Duncan Robinson was a big part of the chat. A lot of people off him right now. So
yeah, and I really would have liked for him to get that game too, because you're going to Houston on
for
Friday.
Sure, for sure.
Like that's gonna be a tough ball game, man. Like
season's over after first game of the
so it's it. Are we done then?
Yeah,
it's over.
It's over.
Yeah.
All right, let's move on to the Red Wings.
What was the Vegas win for the Pistons this year? What was the over-under?
That's a good question.
46.
46.5. Yeah.
Okay.
46.5.
Crazy.
I think they can touch 50 for sure, even with everything considered.
Yeah,
but they lost last night, Kenny. It's over.
Those are to get to 50 though. Those 50-50 road games,
those,
like you got to get those.
No, for sure.
So you can cancel that out. Win at Houston. And,
right.
If somebody offered me 1-1 after the first two, I would definitely take that. So
I want to see more Chaz, to be honest with you, because you need some type of 3-point solution on the bench. And I would like to see them work him into the rotation. But we'll see going forward what the rotations look like.
Woodward Sports chat thread. That guy 62. Plenty of basketball to go, man, but I agree there needed to be more urgency, IMO. So it looks like everybody was on the same page about it.
Yeah, they coming together today. It did not look like that last night, though. So just letting you know.
Okay. Real quick, Cody Engel, Tom Pelissero on Twitter. All indications point to Vikings QB J.J. McCarthy returning next week against the Lions. We'll keep an eye on that.
Hopefully Kirby returns as well.
Yeah.
J.J. McCarthy.
Just all that week, we just need that on a loop.
I got you.
Paper Chungus, they won't win 40. They have no shooting.
Okay, relax. The shooting, they just had a bad shooting night. They have shooting.
Correct.
Could they use more? I guess you can make that argument, but they're going to be fine.
All right, Wings game last night. D-Mac, I tried to tell the people that was a spot game, and it was a spot game.
Yeah, no, it was. And, they even though they got the lead early and stuff like this, too many PKs and just a little bit too much breakdown late. The effort was they had chances. Props to the Buffalo goalie, but who was Ellis in his first career start, but he made some big saves, and you sort of know that way when you have a few breakaways and you can't cash them in, and he made some good saves. So that they were there, they just didn't play as well as they had to be. Too many breakdowns and too many penalties, especially early, to get out of the flow of the game. So I mean, again, the one thing is that they got to start on time, because they're getting outshot a lot in the first period and stuff like
That's
this.
Been a theme,
and that's where they got to pick it up. So, the one thing I do like seeing is that at different times you can see, the motors going and them being able to turn it on. They just got to be more consistent. And like spot game or not, that's a game you can win. So you got to go back to back and against the Isle tonight. So, I mean, you come out this mini road trip what you want to at least be 1-1 coming home Saturday against St. Louis.
What was your takeaway, Spenny? I'm leaning on you guys because I didn't see a second of it.
Yeah, I mean, they were getting bullied by the forwards. You missed Patrick Kane a lot. The offense really couldn't get set up. But on the other side of that, when you start the game off with back-to-back penalty kills and all the bounces aren't going your way, you're not going to win a lot.
It was one of those games, like every bounce.
Yeah.
Like you got a little lucky
they were due
early.
for
DeBrincat missed a couple wide open nets. James Van Riemsdyk missed a wide open net. Like, it was just...
Mo was ripping them, but just missing the
Yeah.
net. Like, if he hit the net on a couple of those bombs, probably would have gone, It's one of those things. They were just... It was almost like the Pistons and the Wings played the same game.
I swear.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's just and then, I thought Gibson played well. Just that last one, the Doan 5-hole to make it 4-2, just sort of. That's when you need that save. So, but he didn't really get any help. But they got to bounce back tonight.
Dom Rivera in the chat. Each one of our Detroit teams lost their first game of the season. I knew I shouldn't have bet K 35 plus. LOL. Shout out, Dom. Good to have you. Good to have you back in. Yeah, who the Wings have tonight?
In the Isle at the
That's
racetrack.
right. They're at the
Jack Harrington's.
They're at the Lego Erector Set Arena in the parking lot of a racetrack.
Where's Jack Harrington?
Yeah. Look at their arena. It's made of Legos.
But they got that Matthew Schaefer. It'd be a good game spending to turn on to see the number 1 draft pick, Schaefer. He's flying out there. 18-year-old kid.
Somebody asked me on Twitter, they're like, hey, what station is are the Wings on tonight? And I was like, oh, they're on TNT. They were mad as hell, bro. Mm-hmm. Like, guys, this is how it is now.
Yes, sir.
This is how it is.
Adapt or die, as I always say.
Yeah, like that, you don't have a choice, man. Like, this is what it is. Burn in the super chat. I don't care if JJ beat the Germans at Normandy and led the final drive to win the space race. The Lions are gonna make him wish he stayed in school.
It's a fact.
JJ McCarty.
I don't care who they throw out there, to be honest with you. If it's Carson Wentz, he got it too. So
yeah. So let me see here. Tammy Chin, they weren't on TNT. It was a blackout. So they were on FanDuel?
They were on TNT, but they weren't on TNT around here. Like when I was at
so they pushed you to FanDuel.
When I was at this gym,
Pistons was on FanDuel.
At the gym, it was on TNT, but the Pistons were on FanDuel and the Red Wings were on like the FanDuel Plus, like 707.
Okay, yeah. All right. So then that's what it was. Okay. So okay, my bad. I didn't know that.
But TNT was blacked out.
Okay.
On cable.
In Detroit.
Yeah.
Okay, gotcha. All right, let's do this. We owe you Rest in Peace, brought to you by Art and Jakes. We owe you that.
Yes.
So when we come back.
Brendan might be taking my place in Rest in Peace.
Shout out.
He's gonna close this one today.
We're going to the bullpen?
Yeah. I gave it all I got, man.
All right. Hey, if you were tough, you'd stay in and finish. You would finish the second half of the show.
Clearly, I'm not that.
Can't pay you the max.
Clearly,
Sorry.
I'm not that, even though I'm the best audio person at the network.
Yeah.
Clearly, I'm not that.
Back-to-back Cy Young Audio Awards. Doesn't matter, I guess.
Yep, no one cares.
What's his arbitration?
You're right. Might be going to crush.
No, we're sending him down because we're going to manipulate his service time.
Yeah.
He can't get to free agency yet.
I mean, if Woodward don't want to meet my number crunch time Sunday, they might pay me, dog. So I'm just saying.
This one's just funny. Tristan out of nowhere. Rest in peace, my dignity. Okay, I need more. I need more of the backstory on that because I'm intrigued.
Show world, bro.
Yeah. All right. Tell him about Loom.
Absolutely. The weather might be getting cold, but at Loom, the good vibes are heating up. Buzz and sparkling THC beverages are here to take you into fall with bold, crisp flavors. For a limited time, try the brand new seasonal drop apple cider. Each can has 7.5 milligrams of real THC wrapped in bubbles, made with real fruit juice, zero artificial sweeteners, and absolutely no hangover. Perfect for bonfires, tailgates, or backyard barbecues. Find Buzzin' at all 39 Loom Cannabis Company locations across Michigan, or order online at loom.com. Use code WSN30 to save 30% on your entire order.
How do people feel about getting a Planet Fitness membership for $15 a month? How do they like working out in a clean and spacious gym that's filled with equipment for every workout? And how about free fitness training in the judgment-free zone that leaves them feeling energized all day long? Join Planet Fitness today with the free PF app, online or in club, and start getting that big fitness energy for $15 a month.
Les Stanford Chevrolet Cadillac Buick GMC. They got deals for everybody. Go to lesstanford.com. You'll get a great car that'll fit your budget. They've got, like I said, tons of deals. Shout out to my guy, Goran. He got me out of my old lease into a new one in 30 minutes. Les Stanford Chevrolet Cadillac Buick GMC.
All right, everybody, back at it. Hour number 2, Big D Energy, Woodward Sports Network. My name is Neal Ruhl. He is Darren McCarty, 4-time Stanley Cup champion. All of you in the Woodward Sports chat thread. Of course, we have Spencer Raxter in the building as always. KG has come out of the ball game. We got our guy Brendan here in the house. Brendan, what's up, man? You all right?
I'm doing good. Feeling great.
All right, cool. I can feel it, man. So, yeah, it's time to put people in the coffin.
Shout out.
It is time for Rest in Peace, brought to you by Art and Jake's. Make sure you take part in their happy hour Monday through Friday from 2 p.m. to 5 p.m. The Power Hour as well. I'm a big Power Hour guy. I did like that. But it is time for Rest in Peace. Spencer Raxter, you're usually batting leadoff. Who you putting in the coffin, my friend?
I am going to put oh, man, there's a couple things I could do. There's a couple ways that I could take this, but I am going to put breath mints in a coffin for my guy Birdie and what he did. Birdman was everywhere on Monday Night Football, and I think we have to pay homage and rest in peace to the breath mints, because Birdman did not have any of that. That was a tough situation that we were dealing with on Monday night. Anson stole the guy's backpack. It was just all bad. But listen, Birdman, we appreciate you. Next time, just don't be yelling at us while we're live on air, and brush your teeth. So rest in peace to breath mints for my guy Birdman.
All right.
I was there. It's fair.
No, there's no foul play there right now.
HR says it checks out.
D-Mac, who you want to put in the coffin?
Well, you know what? It's gonna go in the coffin, and enough's enough where something has to be done. And I've seen things around be proposed, but NFL referees, as far as it's either accountability, right? Either you have to have some sort of accountability to report, and even if it's to a specific reporter that does a deposition, right, to a couple things, maybe only like a couple things that are answered or teams, and it doesn't even have to be, I don't even care, it doesn't have to be right on the spot. It can be the next day that as the teams are going through tapes or whatever, some of their questions might be able to answer and then passed along to the public during the year. Does anybody not agree that they need to have NFL and like a school, like a former, like I see like former players or like something that you do where you fast track and teach and stuff, because what's happening is ridiculous. And what's the ridiculous part, right, is you have instant replay and you still can't get it right.
It's so wild.
So
no one talks about that.
Like that is the most frustrating. Just get the call right, whichever way you're going to do it. I don't care if it's challengeable or not challengeable, whatever. If everything comes from the eye in the sky, be consistent, right? That's, and I think that's the frustrating part, because Neal, it's gotten worse, and it's continued to get worse. You know, and I'm not the one to complain about refereeing, but to the sanctity of the game. I mean,
it's not about, you're not complaining about refereeing. You're demanding performance.
Yeah, I'm demanding accountability.
Yeah.
Right, accountability.
Be good at your job.
Yes, or if you're not, then explain to it. Like, look at. Is there something that we can move towards? Because look at Major League Baseball with umpires, right? Even though they don't talk, you see a report every next game where this guy missed. You know, there's Angel Hernandez. He's at 88%. He missed 27 calls
again.
But at least it reaffirms what you're watching, instead of like, and it's just, I just always like, win or lose in competition, just get it right. Just be fair.
Good one,
both
D-Mac.
ways. So that was the one that it just time.
They called me a madman for, demanding accountability from officials on social media. But dude, enough's enough, man. Like just get it right. I'm not impugning your character or anything like that. Just look and see what I see.
Right. Or go to when you're not sure to get the right call.
Yes.
Right, and be consistent. That's all an athlete wants, is right. You have different referees. Some call it tighter, some call it looser. It's up to you as a player to adjust to that.
Absolutely.
Right. So, that's as watching. It's a joke.
Brendan, there we go. That's right. You got anybody you want to put in the coffin, Brendan? You want to step up?
It's more of a recent one.
Okay, that's fine.
More recent news. I'm sure you guys have already talked about it. Chauncey Billups.
Rest in peace.
Rest in peace.
As far as
hey, this is Big D energy. Any low hanging fruit you're allowed to eat, bro. So that's perfect.
To take it. It certainly looks that way.
It's
let's
getting bad.
Let's just say it like that. It certainly looks that
Hey,
way.
you know what? Brendan, how old are you?
22. Well, 23 now. Just turned 23 yesterday.
Congratulations.
Oh, happy birthday for
I was
yesterday.
going to give you the Chris Osgood Award. But to the fact is, so what is your take sort of like seeing this? Like I'm looking for like your age group.
I just don't understand it. I mean,
understand the big deal of it, or understand.
I don't understand why they're doing it in the first place, but then again, I also don't understand why it's such a huge thing. But I just don't get why he was doing it in the first place, to just make extra money, and I just.
And that's something that we spent time talking about today. You know, like just the why.
I just wonder what like sort of different age groups, right? Like whereas how we look at it, because we're older, so we look at it more like we know how perverted, the sports world is, or different things. It's not as shocking. I just, have the same sort of questions. But there's got to be some adrenaline thing, and some it's like something along the lines of addiction.
Yeah.
To it, and maybe it's money.
Maybe
Some people are addicted
Maybe
to money.
It's just money.
Very well could be.
Burn in the super chat. Did anyone notice on the Monday night game they didn't show replays of penalties? I was like low key noticing that.
They've been pretty ass with like the replays all year, though. Honestly.
Yeah, that's true.
But how many times? But this is how many times do you hear, no matter who's broadcasting, get it wrong? Right? This is what I see. It looks like this, and boom, and then it's overturned, or what? You know what it's like? Usually, the broadcasters get it right. You know what I'm saying? If they're going to say, they don't have a clue.
No,
and that's some of the best of the best.
I know it is.
Or when Dean Blandino or Mike Pereira come in to play, and they're adamant, oh, that's a penalty, and it's not a penalty. That blows me away.
That's like PR. They're in the booth for PR reasons.
No, but I understand. But it's all. I get that. But you want the PR to be credibility, right? So you're giving us something beforehand, and when they don't have that credibility,
yeah. Well, then PR ceases being PR at that point. It becomes journalism.
That's why probably the replay.
Yeah, so RIP to PR. Dung.
Yeah, rest in peace to PR. Art Vandalay, I think, says it best. Just admit when you're wrong, NFL. Art. That's my point.
Never.
That's my point.
Why would they do that?
They're the monolith.
They're
the empire.
D-Mac, I'll never get it. And for real, I've told you this privately. I've told you this publicly when we've talked about it. I remember when your book came out and we did a thing on it when we were working at ESPN Radio. That was a lesson that I learned, like through talking to you. Because remember I asked you this question? I said, D-Mac, why are you out here doing this? Why are you putting this book out here with all the details of everything that you messed up in your life? Why are you doing it? And you're like, because it's the truth. It's my truth.
It's the truth, and so that somebody coming behind me, right, who trusts my opinion, can see the pitfalls that I ran into and avoid them.
Yeah, and like being around Greg Campy, who's a coach at Oakland, like literally gets on the microphone and says, I wasn't good enough in that situation.
And here's the thing. It's my truth, right? Like I always say, somebody else was there and they saw it differently, then write a book. Tell me, whatever. Like, that's your truth. But it's the fact of what I believe in. And if I mess up, I'm going to be accountable to it. And that's just because that's how, you say it once and do actions twice if you really mean it. And nobody knows that more than you. I mean, even spending you. Look at the transformation in you in the past few years or whatever, and your commitment to yourself.
I'm a beautiful butterfly.
Yes, you are.
I don't get how hey guys, like look, when I do this show, I'm gonna get shit wrong from time to time. I am. Like nobody's right 100% of the time. But I tell you why I think it, and then it plays out.
You know what it is, Neal? It's the baby boomer generation mentality of, I'm not wrong. Whenever you ever,
I don't.
They're never wrong, right? You're the parent. You're just like, even when you're wrong, I don't have to say I'm wrong. And like, you just know I'm wrong.
Terry Foster coined this term. Like that's the basis of my problem with Michigan fans. Like Michigan's not right every time. They're not, right? Like they're not. They can't be right. No one can be right every single time.
Right.
And that's kind of my problem with it. Like, when I get something wrong, man, I'll say, hey, man, I was wrong. Because what do you say? Like, D-Mac, you put out your book, and we're sitting there doing that interview, and my thought process is like, what do you say to someone that says, yeah, dude, I was living life wrong and did wrong by a lot of people. And here I am telling you, I'm sorry. I know that I did wrong. What do you say to that? You can't even be mad anymore. Like, you can't.
Yeah.
Like, you take the toothpaste out of the tube. All right, lastly,
that's to that before that.
Yeah.
That's all we want is the NFL, to your point, is show accountability. Then you know what I'm saying? Which they never do. They never do. Nobody shows. When's the last time a commissioner showed, the fact that maybe they made a mistake?
Yeah. Like, that's why Spenny references this. Like, the Tom Gores thing.
Yeah.
Why Tom Gores took a jump with Spenny, because he looked in a camera
with all
and said,
of us.
I made a mistake, and then wrote a $70+ million check to fix the mistake, and then they were in the playoffs.
Yep.
Like, he looked in the camera and said that, dude.
Accountability.
Yeah. Like, did I do everything right? No, I did not. Fixed it. Boom. They were like, I don't.
And to,
I don't get that.
To that point, when do we might see Tom Gores or hear, like, not as much because he's letting his basketball guys. He's got there, and he realized that I got to step back.
Yeah.
Right, absolutely. Danny G, don't you compare us to the NFL, Neal. There's kind of similar vibes sometimes. All right, rest in peace to Monday Night Football doubleheaders. Probably. Spenny, you'll probably like this. We remember the Disney NFL deal where ESPN acquired the NFL Network and the Red Zone.
Yep.
Right?
The mouse eating everything up.
Yeah, absolutely. And the NFL, getting 10% of an equity stake in ESPN. Yeah. So part of that deal, once the equity deal it's not finalized yet, which is why like Red Zone's not on ESPN. But as a part of that deal, they will alter the Monday Night Football schedule. Where all Monday Night Football games will be standalone games. There will be no more doubleheaders going forward if they can get this deal finalized in time for next season. So, rest in peace, Manny.
Rip. You had a good time, but
it's still stupid.
It's stupid. It is stupid.
It was stupid.
So. I like if you do one where one starts at 7 and one starts at 10. That's cool. Starting them both at the same time or within an hour of each other is stupid.
Yeah, the 7-10 wasn't that bad.
Yeah,
but it still takes away from
the mystique.
Yeah, just about being the only game.
Yeah.
So yeah, they're.
Like Sunday night could do 2.
Sunday night could do 2. Yeah.
Monday could do 1.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Blue dude, concede nothing, deflect blame, claim credit. It's the way of the new world.
That's fair.
That's like a checklist.
Yeah.
Today's day and age checklist. Brendan in the super chat. D-Mac, what do you think about the Blackhawks this year?
They're a fine young team.
They're on their way.
They are. They're Blasphill's going to do a good job, and I like Mike Vellucci, who's their assistant coach, but Spencer Knight and Connor Bedard, and I mean they're up and coming. And
I like Spencer Knight.
I always has. He's been a good goalie.
Yeah.
He said Spencer Knight's elite. Also, Neal, don't let Vikings fans rile you up. A waste of time. KOC sucks. I relish.
I don't know if KOC sucks, but their quarterbacks might suck.
Yeah.
They should have kept Sam Darnold.
Motown Cool. Rest in peace. Record-breaking 1,000-yard seasons for Mike Evans. Yes, that certainly seems to be the case.
Well, I mean, if he doesn't, it doesn't count if he's injured for the rest of the year.
Well, it'd be the first year he doesn't get 1,000 yards.
First year he doesn't get 1,000 yards since high school.
That's crazy.
That's insane.
That's absolutely crazy. All right, let's take the break. We got some line stuff to get to. I had a Michigan State question that will, because hey, guys, the rivalry game is this weekend. Literally, no one cares.
Woo! I mean, we're gonna get creamed. Pause. I don't know why I said creamed. My 90s bully. You're gonna get creamed.
All right. All right, Sun Cruiser, everyone. Yeah, I almost started the Ben Johnson one. That was my bad. Hey, guys, Sun Cruiser. Look, I don't know what else to say. These things are elite. They're my favorite drink to have. Sun Cruiser and bourbon, man, depending on what kind of flavor I'm looking for. The real iced tea, the real vodka, they're a proud partner of the Detroit Lions. 4.5% alcohol, just 100 calories. There's not a ton of sugar in these things as well. And they're just good. I like the lemonade, and I like the iced tea lemonade mix. Spency. I sound like Beth now. Spency. Spency likes the pink lemonade one. So, but anyway, there's a flavor for you out there. You guys that have tried it, you've reported back on social media or in the chat. You said, Neal, you were right. These things are incredible because they are. Go to the grocery store, Kroger, Meijer, wherever you buy your groceries. Get a 4-pack of them and try them. You'll be back and you'll get more. Sun Cruiser, proud partner of the Detroit Lions.
Why do we fight? We fight to protect the innocent, to hold the powerful accountable, to bring the oppressors to justice. Why do we fight? We fight to secure and preserve our civil liberties, to get each and every one of our clients the justice they deserve, and to make the lives of real people just like you whole again. ThenFights.com.
Looking for a way to support local athletes with physical disabilities? Athletes Unlimited, a Michigan-based nonprofit, has one simple mission: breaking down barriers so everyone can experience the joy of sports, from sled hockey to wheelchair basketball and more. Join them and Dr. Jeff Pierce on November 6th for their annual Top Golf fundraiser. Enjoy 3 hours of golf, food, drinks, a raffle, and a live auction. Register online or consider becoming a sponsor today at athletesunlimited.com.
All right, back at it. Woodward Sports Network, Big D Energy, Neal Ruhl, Darren McCarty. We have Spencer Raxter. Young Brendan is in the house in the place of KG.
Shut up.
We had to take him out of the game. He could only give us 6 innings and 100 pitches.
KG went 9 innings and 150 pitches yesterday, so he deserves to go out of this one early.
Hey, good job with the rest in peace.
Shout out.
I heard a lot of good gongs in there.
Yeah. You're getting the feel, no doubt about it. Doctero, rest in peace to half of the Renaissance Center. It's happening.
Yep.
What?
They're
doing it now?
demolishing the Ren Center.
Like right
Wait,
now as
what?
we speak?
I think so, yeah.
What?
Yeah, you didn't know that?
The whole thing's coming down?
The whole thing's coming down. It's going to be sweet. Like, you still have Cobo, so all the events are at Cobo now anyways, not even
Huntington Place.
Yeah, Huntington Place. They're taking down the Rensen. They're going to build, it's going to be like a central park. Like, it's going to be like a big park with a bunch of trees and a little river and a bunch of walkways and paths and stuff. It's going to be really, really cool. I think it's going to do great things for the downtown area. I love the Rensen, but like I said, you've got...
you open that space for the riverfront with what they're doing and building around.
We as a
city
really do the worst job with our riverfront out of any city I go to.
And
it sounds like this is about to change, Neal.
Good. Every city I go to.
But I think that if you follow the maturation or development of the city or whatever, now it's time.
Yeah.
Right, we've everything from we're Woodward. Look at even we're Gillies. We're in the heart of the city. But the way you walk about now, it's time.
Like I said, bodegas popping up. We're back.
No, that'll be cool. How long is that process? 3 years from now?
Yeah, it's
what's going to be done?
696
or the.
They'll rebuild every building in the city.
696 is under construction in perpetuity.
My whole life.
Yeah, it literally is.
My whole life. I'm in my 40s now.
Yeah.
My whole life, 696 has been under construction.
I like how they didn't even waste time with the new ones. They're like, it's going to be 5 years.
Yeah.
All right.
Whatever. Brendan in the super chat. I disagree with the Darnold take for the reason he single-handedly has all of Michigan thinking Amik locking up JJ in so low on them, it's almost hell.
No, Amik Robertson has done that in his career on Justin Jefferson. It's not just that game. And Sam Darnold is absolutely balling out in Seattle right now, he did last year.
And look, I'm not saying he's an MVP,
He's up there.
But at what point, Spenny, is it Sam Darnold?
When you look at the MVP race in the NFL right now, you got Jared Goff. He's got to be up there. You got Daniel Jones or Jonathan Taylor. One of those guys is going to be up there. Drake May has got to be up there. And a guy like Sam Darnold is nipping at,
At what point is it Sam Darnold's okay? Like, when can we just say
I'm there. Like, he proved it to me. This is two different offenses, two different receivers, two different schemes, and he's balling out. So, obviously, it's still early in the season and anything can happen, but he looks pretty good. And that guy, Jackson Smith-Njigba, is a monster.
He's a menace.
He might be the MVP. Like, he might be in MVP consideration instead of Sam Darnold.
And that was my point about Goff. Like, we're going on 3 years of this. Like, at what point is he good?
Yeah.
And like Darnold, the same thing, man.
That Jigba, what is he on pace to break Calvin's record?
Brendan in the Woodward Sports chat says, at what point is it a weak schedule he inherited with a Vikings player as his profile pick? No, at what point is it you guys fucked up?
Right.
You let the best quarterback walk out the door, and now you're stuck with two guys who suck. And not even Kevin. I respect Kevin O'Connell very much so. He is one of the best offensive minds in the league. Not even he can save this team right now.
Danny G in the chat in all caps. You're going to get creamed, dweeb.
Yeah.
Penny.
We're going to get creamed. We're going down.
Anakin Skyover. At what point do antitrust laws become applicable to Disney? When they run out of lobby.
I told
money.
you he's a Fed.
Yeah. Wait a minute. Is he trying to find out my involvement right now?
Yeah. Anakin, listen, we're not running any Ponzi schemes over here. It's all right.
Poker games.
I'm an earner. I do it fairly.
Everything
I go to Brooklyn Pizza and I say, hey, some guy might come in tonight and break your windows. You don't want that to happen, do you? Take care of me. I'll take care of you. Old-fashioned way, allegedly.
Bliss Haven Farm. Neal, I just bought an 8-pack of Sun Cruiser. You didn't even play around. Skip the 4-pack. Went right to the 8-pack. I like it. I respect it. And Danny G, Disney's going to buy everyone's souls.
Yeah, there's these South Park episodes when they're like, it's like in the future when they're all adults, and everything in the world is owned by like 4 companies, and they're eating dinner at like a Denny's, Applebee's, Max Plus, or something like that. It's really funny. It's like Amazon and Disney are gonna own half of the world in like 10 years.
It seems like it, yeah.
All right, Vikings fan Brendan, you literally laughed at us for Week 17 Darnold's performance. Let's get real and cut the shit. The 360 flip is crazy because he's not in Minnesota. No, Brendan, it ended the way it was always going to end.
Yeah.
At a point, right?
Still better than anything you've done so far this year, bud.
Yeah. Is it better? Is he better than the options you currently have at your disposal?
Unequivocally.
Yes, it is, Brendan. Like, look, you're getting all worked up right now. Like,
you're going to sit there and say that Sam Darnold isn't better than what you guys, is that what you're trying to tell us? That Sam Darnold wouldn't be a better option right now?
Correct.
He's a better option than like 70% of the quarterbacks in the league right now.
All right, Brendan, how about this? Just accept what the Vikings are as a franchise, all right? Remember when you lost to the Giants in a home playoff game? Remember that?
Speaking of which,
you
Daniel
did
Jones.
that.
You created Daniel Jones.
You guys created Daniel Jones. Like, Vikings fans, stop with this, dude. Like, you let the best quarterback you have leave the room. That's what you guys did.
For not even that big of a contract.
Nope.
Like, you still could have did the J.J. McCarthy thing if you wanted to. But you know what, Brendan? At what point is it you? What point is it the Vikings? At what point do you look in the mirror and say, you know what, the Vikings stink? Because they do.
They do.
And everyone says they're great, and everyone eats Jay Jettis cereal, and he has a cool necklace and all that. Every big game, he's got 50 yards, but then you tell me Jay Jettis is... Like, that's what you guys are. That's what the Minnesota Vikings franchise is. It's shiny wrapped gifts, but when you open them up, there's nothing inside there, ever. Tell me the big game they've won. Spenny, tell me. Tell me. Someone tell me. Brendan, you tell me the big game the Vikings have ever won.
The Minneapolis Miracle, maybe,
Tell me the big game the Vikings ever won, ever, please. Like, just accept it, Brendan. You root for a mid-franchise, but it's always packaged up like it's so nice. And you can always get a box of Jay Jettis cereal. But little did you know on the box it says, warning, choking hazard.
That was a bar, dude. Wow.
So, are we done now, Brendan? Are we done? Can we move on? Now look at that. Now we're to the break, and now I got to wait to talk about the Amik Robertson because I was going to use it as a great segue because it was.
Tell us about Ben Johnson.
Art Vandelay. But, Neal, they clap their hands together in unison. That's pretty cool. I'd stop with that, too. Every broadcast comes in, they're all like, Joom, Joom. And then fast forward, Jay Jettis has 4 catches for 46 yards every time. All right. Ben Johnson Law, by the way. They're going to get the job done. They're not like the Vikings. They're the fighter. They are Ben Johnson Law. Go to venfights.com if you need justice, whether it's a settlement, whether it's a verdict. Ben Johnson is the play. You need tough, tenacious trial lawyers. venfights.com. Get the fighter. Get Ben Johnson Law. Walk into any Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men today. Open 7 days a week. Sit back, relax, and enjoy precision haircut, scalp massage, hot leather neck shave, and hot towel treatment from one of our talented stylists. Step up your game this season and take advantage of our $20 haircut special. Scan the QR code and get your coupon today. Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men, the ultimate haircut experience. Open 7 days a week. Walk-ins always welcome. Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men. It's wicked awesome.
Hey, Tony, what's up, bro?
Same circus, different clowns.
For sure. You want the usual, the big zip?
You know me too well.
I threw a little something extra in there for your ma.
Oh,
Hope
man.
she's doing all right.
Ay, guy, sei un santo. You're a saint.
All right, buddy, we'll see you next time, okay?
Grazie.
Big injuries, big news. Twice a week, Dr. Jeff Pierce from Michigan Sports and Spine joins Woodward Sports Network for the Injury Insider Report. Big D Energy Tuesdays at noon. Braylon Edwards and Shep Thursdays at 3:30. Get expert analysis and in-depth breakdowns on the latest sports injuries from the man trusted by top athletes in the community, like D-Mac. Whether it's the Lions, Pistons, Tigers, or Red Wings, Dr. Pierce talks us through it all. Don't miss the Injury Insider Report with Dr. Jeff Pierce, your go-to source for understanding the impact of injuries on the games and players we love. Only on Woodward Sports Network. Scan the QR code on the screen or go to MichiganSportsandSpine.com to see if Dr. Jeff Pierce can help you.
Welcome to the jungle. Head to Jars and get your hands on Jungle Juice, a bold, high-performance cannabis brand where raw power meets rugged innovation. They've got a full range of products, from pre-rolls, flowers, and vapes, to edibles like chocolates, gummies, and sugar cone snacks. Check out the Jungle Juice-infused pre-roll line. Hits hard and comes in 12 different strains to choose from. You can find Jungle Juice in over 200 dispensaries across Michigan, including your local Jars. Follow them on Instagram at GetJungleJuice and experience the power for yourself.
All right, back at it. Big D Energy, Woodward Sports Network, Neal Ruhl, Darren McCarty. We have Spencer Raxter in the building. New guy, Brendan, here in the house as well. He's rock solid so far, everybody. Rock solid. About 27 minutes in. What else do we have? Woodward Sports Super Chat. If you want to skip the line, use a Super Chat like Michael Weary did. Vikings fans, what the Lions haven't won or been to a Super Bowl, but only you and the Bills are 0-4 in the Super Bowl. You're a mid-team at best. I'm just saying. I agree. I'd rather never have been than to have been there 4 times and lost every single time. Okay. I did want to talk about this. Amik Robertson and Kelvin Shepherd. And like D-Mac, we kind of ride this wave all the time of we miss the coordinators, we don't miss the coordinators, we miss the coordinators, we don't miss the coordinators, Shep is cooking, all that kind of stuff. Amik Robertson talked about Kelvin Shepherd. And to me it was kind of eye-opening. So I want Spenny to play it for the group. And then I want to get the reaction to it because I noticed something in this clip. Let's go, Spenny. Oh, sorry.
No, you're good.
Hell of a coach, man. You know, even though he's young, you know, we believe in him. You know, we believe in him and to put us in the right position, and that's what I feel like he did tonight, and he had no doubt in us. You know, he had no doubt in us.
Is it that simple? D-Mac, because you talk about this Lions culture with this team and how these guys are locked into Dan Campbell. Amik Robertson certainly seems locked into Kelvin Shepherd. Like, is it that simple? Is that like, look, we know that the players are good, but there are good players on every team.
Well,
Justin Jefferson's the greatest player in the NFL. They stink.
But what came first? Right? The culture's in place. We saw that last year, the year before, right? The remnants of it to whatever else. And Kelvin Shepard, who's been there the whole time and developed, has the trust. This defense trusts him. We see that no matter who it is, right? It's not the defense where the guys had to get used to the new guy. It's more, I know Johnny Morton was here before, but it's more the offense getting used and trusting Johnny Morton in the way that he calls it, which is a little bit different. And Kelvin Shepard, he's got the Aaron Glenn respect of the players, right? The love, the respect that they'll go to war for him. That's what we saw the last few years for Aaron Glenn. So it doesn't, because Shep was here, because he knows it's part of the culture, it's accountability. That's what they all have. They all have that accountability. And yes, Neal, to your point, when everybody's on the same page and pulling the same rope, about everybody else, yes, it can be that easy, right? But
it's just mind.
But it's not, because where does it start? What's the key ingredient? Work ethic, right? It's not talent. It's not anything else. So it's in the mud. It's starting in all of them, whether how your best players or whatever. We talk, Jamison Williams, Jameer Gitt, whatever, like they're in the mud too, right? The defensive guys have no choice but being in the mud. The Legion of who, right? But what does Kelvin Shepard have and a great leadership have? Just like Dan Campbell, he's a lieutenant in the Army with the same. They're built out of the same way. Where guys. And when you want to go through the wall for your coach and you don't want to let your coach down, that's what it is. It's a pride thing. So it can it can be when it clicks, but it just didn't happen overnight.
It's wild to me that they can change coordinators and all the, I want to say like the nonverbals, but I guess to a degree it's the nonverbal. Like, The way that Amik Robertson stood up at that podium, stood up straight, and you could hear his words, and you could hear, what he was saying. He believed what he was saying. It's just for them to be able to just switch coordinators like that. But I'm not even talking about the X's and O's.
I didn't think they did though, because you brought them from the inside where these guys know them. It's the guys that don't know them, but they buy in, and that's where Brad Holmes, right, and Dan Campbell. Bringing the guys into the building that are part of that mentality of doing the work, no matter who they are. We're not afraid to take a guy that is a reclamation project, either from an injury or whatever, or give guys a different shot, right? And that's what they preach, because what they preach, it's not coach speak or whatever like that. They believe it. They live it. The coaches, like I believe every time Kelvin Shepard talks and the intensity and what he brings, that's who he is, just like Dan Campbell, right? So it doesn't surprise that's why we saw what we did Monday, right? So how about the veteran guys that have been there with him for a while, which are the guys that Aleem McNeil and the Hutch and whatever else, they play for this guy. They want him to succeed. There's something about playing harder for your first time court, right? That got the effort because he believes in you so much. That's what it is.
It's amazing to me, D-Mac, that, and I'm not even talking X's and O's, like the assimilation process, if you want to use, like a $5 word. It was non-existent. Like the show goes on. Nothing changed.
But
like nothing changed.
But everything we're seeing, I heard Dan Campbell talk about 4 years ago.
Right.
So it's
wild.
Like and Brad Holmes and so the guys that talk, they mean what they say, and then you look and see how it applies. Then we watch guys, but Amik Robertson's leadership, because he has to have been, and I know he get thrown in, but he led those guys last week. That was their leader.
Yeah.
Right?
Absolutely.
And he's stepping up in front of our eyes no matter what, and it's only going to make them all better. But like what I saw out of him, right, just grabbing that bull by the horn. We learned a couple other guys' names, but we learned that guy's a dog, bro. Even more so, it wasn't even when he punched out the ball. He went up. There's another catch. We're sitting beside each other, and he hit him with the two-piece.
Yeah, he hit him with
the ball and then in the gut. Like it was, but it's like every play, my man's out there and giving his all. But that comes from, Calvin Shepard.
Starts from the
So
top.
but the culture was that it started there, right? So you're going in, and that's sort of when I talk about Red Wing culture. You're going into a building that's already built, so you got to figure out, like, there's a way that's expected out of you. There's expectations, and that's what they have for guys, and it's playing hard, and it's work ethic.
I can't believe in retrospect that it's that simple. Like, a dude
If you
comes
have the
in,
right people.
like
It works with the right group, everybody on the same page, where everybody in that building is about the guy next to him, whether he's a coach, a player, a trainer, whatever else.
and that's the guys. That's not the leader. Like, it's all intertwined,
Yeah.
right? Like the guy that comes in with the message, but you got to have the guys that'll take the message and go with it.
Yeah.
Like, it's all intertwined. It's wild to me.
It is.
It's wild that this.
That's
is
how
all
you're building championship culture, and you're weaving that blanket.
Yeah, I wanted to touch on it because
No, it's like that's the biggest step.
it's
like,
still incredible to me, D-Mac. Sometimes, like, I take a step back
Yeah.
and just where we've
but
been.
it goes to show you what they're doing and what they're talking about when it's real, right? Because that's the culture that got that defense and the guys that are in. Now it's up to Brad Holmes and Dan Campbell to bring in the right guys,
Facts.
right? Because you got to work. It's like, it's not that hard Play-Doh that's been sitting out for a month, right? That won't sculpt. It's that brand new one that you get, and it's like, I can do whatever I want with it.
We prayed for times like this, Spenny.
Yeah, we did.
Absolutely did.
It is. It's incredible, man. Especially when you look around the rest of this league and see some of the dysfunction and everything like that. Like, the Giants have the personnel.
Dan Campbell is our John Harbaugh. He is our Mike Tomlin. He is our guy that calling, whoever you want to call him. I can't think of another guy that I would rather have be the head coach of the Detroit Lions other than Dan Campbell, or even like picture something. Like, I would immediately hate the person that became the coach after Dan Campbell.
Yep.
Unless it was him stepping down and promoting someone from within, which is how it has to be. Because you can't, Dan Campbell is the Lions, and he should be the coach for the next 15 years.
But his next move will be upstairs.
Yep.
Right? Where it's like he's the VP or the some title to be around, like a Spielman.
Oh yeah.
I think him and Brad have their hands in this organization for, as long as they want right now, building it the way that they are. So we don't have to worry about that for a while. I think I think they all love.
Yeah.
They love I know what it's like when you get excited to go to the rink every day or go to practice every day or whatever. And it's not because you got to do the work. It's because of the guys you're around and you're building something.
Facts. And damn it, they should get a live lion on the field for that, man. Just once. Just once. Give me a lion in the cage on the field for MCDC.
He wants it, man.
He wants
yeah.
it. He deserves it.
That would be awesome.
It would be so sweet.
Burn in the super chat. Brad Holmes pulled a meek out of a dumpster, just like Monty, just like Anzo, just like Reeder, the Legion. And Dan said, "You're our guys. We picked you." So, and there is something, and it's real.
That goes a long way.
Yeah, and it's real. It's just...
Saved Demeek from the Raiders, saved Monty from the Bears, saved Anzo from the Saints, saved DJ Reeder from the Bengals.
No doubt, man. It is.
Call him Captain Save a Ho.
I want to be saved. Yeah. All right. Let's talk about Caesars, everybody. Caesars Sportsbook, the official sportsbook of Woodward Sports. So here's the move, everyone. Scan the QR code on the screen above my head. Download the Caesars Sportsbook app. When you fund your first deposit, use the promo code Woodward1000. When you do that, when you make your first bet, if you lose that first bet, you'll get it back as a free bonus bet, all the way up to $1,000. If you got that hunch you want to play, it's a good way to do it, kind of risk-free. You'll get a do-over on it. Remember, everyone, Caesar Sportsbook is the official sportsbook of Woodward Sports. The app is clean. It doesn't glitch out. All the markets are out there for you. Remember, if you're going to gamble responsibly, of course, and if you have a gambling problem, call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Hunting season is almost here, Detroit, and your Lions are on the prowl. Make sure you're locked into Woodward Sports for all the Dan Campbell reactions, Jared Goff touchdowns, Amon-Ra first downs, Penny pancakes, Kirby picks, Gibbs big plays, and of course, Jack Fox's leg. Stay locked in on all your Lions coverage right here on Detroit's #1 sports network, Woodward Sports. Big injuries, big news. Twice a week, Dr. Jeff Pierce from Michigan Sports and Spine joins Woodward Sports Network for the Injury Insider Report. Big D Energy Tuesdays at noon. Braylon Edwards and Shep Thursdays at 3:30. Get expert analysis and in-depth breakdowns on the latest sports injuries from the man trusted by top athletes in the community, like D-Mac. Whether it's the Lions, Pistons, Tigers, or Red Wings, Dr. Pierce talks us through it all. Don't miss the Injury Insider Report with Dr. Jeff Pierce, your go-to source for understanding the impact of injuries on the games and players we love. Only on Woodward Sports Network. Scan the QR code on the screen or go to MichiganSportsandSpine.com to see if Dr. Jeff Pierce can help you.
Neal Ruhl here for Feldman Chevrolet in Lansing. It's rivalry week up there in East Lansing. Check out our friends at Feldman Chevrolet in Lansing for a new car. Lease a 2026 Silverado 1500 Crew Cab for just $179 per month, or a 2026 Equinox for just $229 per month. So if you're a Spartan, you leave the game at halftime because you're getting clocked. Go over to Feldman Chevrolet of Lansing. If you're getting cream, you little dweebs, roll on over to Feldman Chevrolet in Lansing. And don't forget, this Saturday, Spencer Raxter from the Woodward Heavyweights will be doing a social media takeover from the streets of East Lansing.
Oh, yeah.
Before the Michigan State game, thanks to Feldman Chevrolet of Lansing and our good friend Joe Rodriguez, the general manager there at Feldman Chevrolet of Lansing. Don't miss that, by the way.
It's going to be great. I'm going to need some buddies to keep me going.
Well, hey. You know what?
Get 10% off.
They get 10% off. Use the promo code 10mil. No, but the Buddy's Pizza folks were in here yesterday.
Shout out.
Partnered up with the Ronald McDonald Charity House, and they're doing their Michigan State pizza promotion. We talked about that on yesterday's show. And great community partners, Buddy Pizza is. There's no doubt about that. Michigan Humane Society, the Detroit Zoo, Ronald McDonald's Charity Houses for people that are going through the very worst times of their lives with their children. Buddy's Pizza stands behind their community, and why wouldn't they? They've been a part of it since 1946. They invented the original Detroit-style pizza you see on your screen. Again, get it tonight, everyone. Buddy'sPizza.com. Use the promo code 10mil. Get 10% off. Buddy's, a Detroit tradition. All right, everybody, we are back at it. Big D Energy, Woodward Sports Network. Neal Ruhl, Darren McCarty. We have Spencer Raxter. Young Brendan is here in the house holding it down.
Shout out.
I did want to talk about, because tomorrow we got the 4 Down Friday.
We do.
So we'll be doing that. I will have Spencer Raxter do a Michigan State 4 Down for the Michigan game. Right. And I'll have KG do a Michigan 4 Down, and we'll intertwine it. Okay. Even though I know none of you care.
Crossing the beams.
Yeah. There you go. Even though nobody cares, damn it, I'm not giving up on this.
It's fair.
I'm not. I'm going to try.
Football still means something to you.
Yep, it does. It absolutely does.
I like watching college football on the weekends. I enjoy it. I still do it a lot. Just not Michigan State.
Not your institution.
Because I like to have good Saturdays. Saturdays are normally my day off. I like to enjoy myself, relax.
Knock down a few Sun Cruisers?
Yeah, I choose to not watch Michigan State because I will just get very vehemently upset.
So, D-Mac, I figured a way that we could intertwine Spencer into the discussion. We won't talk about this game per se. The Michigan State rivalry, D-Mac.
Yeah.
What's the greatest moment or the best moment to you? Kind of like our top 5 list.
I don't know.
What do you think is the best moment?
I don't know, but the thing that stands up because I was actually outside tailgating, but the block punt, right? Like
trouble with the snap.
10-year anniversary of that.
I was there.
I was outside. I was still drinking, Spenny. So
yeah.
I was outside and thought it was over, and just to experience that. So that, I guess recency of how that happened and just how deflatable. Like I was with Michigan people too, so yeah, didn't go too kindly. Was that the toughest loss? For them, would you say? Was that the one that hurt the most?
They were. I was there, and That was mine too, because like I was there. I got the tickets from my cousin. I was in the Michigan student section. We were in the corner of the end zone.
Were you just being a menace?
Oh yeah, we were in the corner of the end zone where they returned the touchdown to, like right there.
Oh wow!
And it was fucking awesome. They were lining up, ready to storm the field. Me and my friends start going crazy. So that was.
Did you feel it like gonna happen, or
yeah,
were you resigned?
I didn't know what was happening.
Were you resigned to? Damn, dude.
Yeah, it was crazy. You had to sit, but there was like pockets of Michigan State fans just going. You could see because like it was, you could hear a pin drop in the stadium, and you just saw the pockets of Michigan State fans going crazy. So that was one for me, and then the other one for me is the Kenneth Walker game because again that was I was there. I saw like I that was my team. Those were my, and like the obviously the little brother situation and all of that and the Mark D'Antonio, like I love Coach D and please save us, Coach D. But like
I want to be saved.
Watching that game and know like this is my team. This is my like last shot at having a good team, and watching that happen, that was awesome. Kenneth Walker was insane.
Young Brendan, you're a younger dude. Mm-hmm. What do you think is the biggest moment in the history of this rivalry? Or the best moment, whatever it is to you?
My favorite moment,
sure,
personally, was the 2023 year, 49-0. Wasn't nearly as dramatic, but it was my 21st birthday. I was out. I was partying.
You were into it?
I was into it. I was watching Michigan beat up on State.
And saw blood.
Something I didn't get to see a lot as a child. And
see, that right there, like Spenny, we forget about that.
Yeah.
Like, there was a segment of time where Michigan State dominated.
Yep.
Yeah, that's what I knew as a kid.
Yeah,
Michigan
like, think
State
about this.
was at the top as a kid for me, and I hated it.
Fucking shit was awesome, dude.
Damn. Son.
Shout out Coach D'Antonio, man. I miss him.
That
Coach
was the
D's
year that it finally felt like it flipped, and we were back to
having control.
Yes.
No, I feel that. DNC ENT, I'm a Michigan fan. It was reluctantly trouble with the snap. For me, like the one that I was at that sticks out the most, I saw the greatest play in the history of college football. I was at the Charles Woodson interception game, where that to this day is still the greatest singular play I've ever seen in my life. And I was sitting on that sideline, and I was like in the front of the upper deck right there, and saw that football coming across towards the sideline, and thought, what? How did he catch that? Let alone get a foot down. And then like you saw the replay, and to this day, it's one of the greatest football plays I've ever seen, man. It was unbelievable.
Another one for me that was huge was I saw Nick Lucido put it in there. It was Connor Cook, Connor Cook's fourth quarter in Michigan. I did 2015. That was insane. And like Connor Cook, dude was a dick. Flat out, like, right, we'll just call it what it is. Dude was an asshole. Didn't invite anybody to his birthday party, whatever. Didn't get invited to people's birthday parties, but he was one of the best quarterbacks that I saw play at Michigan State.
He was a grinder.
Yeah, and that game against Michigan in 2015, man, that was a great performance. And obviously led to a victory. So
I hated him so much.
And and Sean Hart, when we just absolutely took Devin Gardner's soul, when the Legion of Boom. No Fly Zone went out there and just absolutely shout out Darquez Denard. That's my guy. We DM back and forth sometimes on Instagram. Shout out. But Darquez Denard, Trey Waynes, Tywan Jones, like that, Goldstein, like that whole team, that defense was one of the most fun teams that I've watched. Just watching that defense go out there and absolutely embarrass people. And obviously they were from the jump, they were in Devin Gardner's head.
Yeah, I would have to say, too, and it gets slept on. And a lot of things he does get slept on for some reason. But Braylon, man.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
When he just single-handedly took the football game. Like, I think that's one of the more iconic photos, him going up above everybody.
Yep.
Catching that touchdown pass, dude, where he just single-handedly put everybody on his back and brought in. Again, I think that's one of the most lasting images. Of course, it's the Detroit Dabber, that kid with his hands on his head became a meme forever. I think those are the two lasting images for me. Mm-hmm. It's Braylon catching that touchdown pass and the trouble with the snap student or whatever, with his head on his hands.
Yep.
Red Flag 13, the TJ Duckett non-delay of game call sucked too. The snap was 100% worse though. Red Flag, like the clock thing was a great moment in the rivalry because, like, that's a story that lives on forever.
Yeah.
Like, it's so crazy the clock operator was cheating. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's college football. For real. Like, that is college football, man. There's been a lot of cool moments, man. There has. Mike G, I would say yes, trouble with the snap was bad, and then fights broke out in our section.
Shout out.
Oh, yeah.
Danny G, how much more can MSU do this before they are moved to the MAC conference?
Yeah, I mean, shit.
Spartan Bob drinks for free. No, he absolutely does. Braylon won the game by he absolutely did. Like I have a signed picture of Braylon from doing that, and it's one of my favorite photos. Like the image just goes so hard, as my son would say. Like, it's absolutely incredible. Danny G, this segment more seems like an MSU reminiscing segment. I just talk about, was it my biggest thing, Charles Woodson and Braylon? Was it not?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like Brendan's was 49-0.
Yeah. Like, okay. That seems to be about half the...
Sorry, we're not all Michigan fans, dude.
Yes. Danny G, Neal is finally realizing why rivalries matter. Well, no, Danny G, I say all that to say this. Too bad it doesn't matter. Does it feel like it matters?
Come on.
Does it feel like it matters?
Matters to me. I just know they're not going to win. So I'm not getting my hopes up at all. But it still matters to me. It's even though Jonathan Smith should be fired at the end of this year, even though we're probably not going to make a bowl game, this is the most important game of the schedule every single year. And it matters to me, and it's going to hurt. And I'm going to crash out, and it's going to be bad because I know that Michigan's offensive or defensive line is going to handle Michigan State's offensive line, and it's going to get ugly. So hopefully Aiden Childs can make magic happen. Hopefully they grab their nuts on that offensive line, but he's going to be running for his life all game, and it's going to hurt to watch.
So if you know you're going to already crash out, how do you prepare?
Smoke a lot of weed.
Okay.
Where would you get them from?
Mad Packs, baby. Just go to getmadpacks.com. Find a store near you. Whether it's the high-low pre-rolls, the Boom Shakalaka Tarantulas, the THCA Blizzard Pack Infused Moon Rocks, or any of their top-shelf strains,
all of them.
Go to getmadpacks.com. You can find a store near you. They're delicious. They're amazing. They keep me going, and they'll keep me level-headed when I'm crashing out about Michigan State. Mad flavors, mad high, Mad Packs.
You heard about me, word of mouth. Now soak it in, baby, and check me out.
Check this out. The brand new model year has arrived at Feldman Chevrolet, and nobody has more inventory. That's why we're Michigan's #1 Chevy dealer. With the biggest selection at the lowest prices, there's never been a better time to check us out. Check out this 2026 Silverado for just $179 a month, or this 2026 Equinox for just $229 a month. So check us out, because around here, it's fun being #1.
How do people feel about getting a Planet Fitness membership for $15 a month? How do they like working out in a clean and spacious gym that's filled with equipment for every workout? And how about free fitness training in the judgment-free zone that leaves them feeling energized all day long? Join Planet Fitness today with the free PF app, online or in club, and start getting that big fitness energy for $15 a month.
Looking to take your relaxation game to the next level? Visit Massage Chair House in Bloomfield Hills, the largest massage chair showroom in the Midwest, featuring top-tier brands like Infinity and Osaki. This is your destination for premier comfort and cutting-edge wellness technology. Experience the difference with Dr. Eric Duncan, the Wellness Doc, and creator of the #1 YouTube channel for massage chair reviews. Book your visit today at massagechairhouse.com or simply scan the QR code on your screen. Massage Chair House, your ticket to ultimate recovery and relaxation.
Final segment of the show, Big D Energy. Neal, Ruhl, Darren, McCarty, Spencer Raxter, young Brendan here in the house. Sham Charania tweeted out the statement from the NBA in relation to the events that have transpired this morning. The NBA said, quote, "We are in process of reviewing the federal indictments announced today. Terry Rozier and Chauncey Billups are being placed on immediate leave from their teams, and we will continue to cooperate with the relevant authorities. We take these allegations with the utmost seriousness, and the integrity of our game remains our top priority." Sham Charania has also tweeted out, Portland Trailblazers assistant Tiago Splitter will assume head coaching duties in the interim in place of Chauncey Billups.
Tiago Splitter?
Yeah.
Let's go.
Nate Bajorkin was
one of the
strongly.
coolest blocks I've ever seen in my life was LeBron on Tiago Splitter.
That was pretty
That was
sweet.
insane.
Was strongly considered by Portland as well, but decided it was best for the franchise to maintain his current role. So that's the latest as far as that goes. Woodward Sports chat thread, kind of some.
Why'd they let him back then? They already cleared Terry. No, we missed it.
Yeah, I guess so.
Adam Silva, I've got him in my pocket.
Mike G, rivalries mean everything. That's why we watch college sports. Like Neal, Oakland hates Detroit Mercy.
It's true.
Yeah, but if you offer me the choice of winning the conference tournament or beating Detroit Mercy twice, I will take winning the conference tournament every single time without a second thought. Wouldn't care for a second about it. But in the meantime, we beat them like 22 out of 24 times.
Shout out. So is it even a rivalry at that point?
No, it's flat out.
Just a box to check.
Yeah, 100%. So how's that taste, stick? Oh. But anyway, Woodward Sports chat thread. Jump into there, get your thoughts out before we wrap up the show. D-Mac, what do you got going on this weekend?
Let's see. This weekend, I will be. Where will I be? Wings game Saturday night, and then Greenhouse Walled Lake, noon to 2. Me and Calvin will be there for trunk or treat.
Very cool.
With Mayor Ackley on Saturday. Oh, actually, I'll be 11 to 12, so I'll be there at 12:30. Sunday, if you're over in Royal Oak, Troy, 13 and between 14 and 15, Myers, over on Coolidge, I'll be there from 11 to 12. Sign.
Very cool.
Come on and say hello.
Yeah, absolutely. You can use the EVgo car chargers there. Charge your car while you roll up.
Double dipping.
But yeah. Red Fly, Spenny, just record it. They lose. You don't waste your time. They win. You really enjoy 3 hours knowing it all ends up okay. Yeah, but I
gotta do the watch party.
Yeah.
You're gonna see me crash out in live time.
You're gonna be able to record it yourself, right?
Yeah.
Isn't it tough when you know you're gonna crash out?
Yes. At least I have Sunday off.
That is true. That is true. So yeah.
Jess Vert says the accuracy of Spencer's O's makes me think he's a face card. Oh, no. I just run security.
Yeah. Nick Lacito, we beat Mercy every year. Oh, yeah. Religiously. Steve O'Baby, Neal, some people say that this game means nothing. Well, if I lose, I have to wear a Michigan shirt. But if I win, my girl has to wear Michigan State colors. No, I get that, and that's fine. But it all goes back to what I talked about before. When you take these, it's why it's being played at 7:30, because the networks have a draft. They draft the games of who they want, and the draft order is based on how much money they spend with the conference. Like it cheapens it, dude. It just does. And Michigan State's not doing their part right now.
Yep.
They're not.
Nope.
Like, bottom line, they're not. And if they get cooked, if you're real, you'll have a press conference Monday.
Yeah.
Like, no BS. You could even do the Lane Kiffin route and fire him on it's a home game, so, Lane Kiffin got fired on the runway in L.A.
I wish I had Lane Kiffin as my coach.
Well, go get him. Tell Jay Batch, go get him, man.
You could.
It's all out there for you.
The dollar is king.
Absolutely. Art Vandalay, I'm headed to go see our guy Diego Pavia this weekend. Got a buddy that works for ESPN Game Day. Yes, we will get Big Sim. Yeah, Big Simeon's going to be there. We're going to talk to Simeon tomorrow, as a matter of fact.
Out.
The Missouri Tigers, D-Mac, if they lose, they're on my Rest in Peace Tuesday.
Nice.
They're playing to stay off Rest in Peace. Those are the stakes.
There we go.
All right, so for Darren McCarty, for Young Brendan, Spencer Raxler, I'm Neal Ruhl. Thanks for tapping in to Big D Energy on the Woodward Sports Network. Well, see you later.